Hello, Leo. Welcome to your reading with me, Cindy. Yep, this feels right. So this is the third take. This is the third time I've sat down to do this reading. And okay, my original intention for like this new series, because you kind of seem to be where we are right now, where I start a new series of topic for reading. And we just closed off of the mask you wear throughout the zodiac. And one of the ones that I thought would be really interesting to explore because it was so fascinating, the depth of you guys. I thought, wouldn't it be curious to do the mask they wear? So it could be someone in your life right now, someone from your past. It just really is going to be however the universe wants to bring this message forward. And I think we can always learn about ourselves in relationships when we understand other people more deeply as well, because no one is an island. So that's kind of why I wanted to do this. But I thought like that series that I just finished was really, really tiring. It really was. I took yesterday off, and I don't normally do that. I think I'll take Saturday off, maybe Monday, but yeah, so I sat down today and I thought, I don't think I'm going to start this week with the mask they wear. I think it'll be too draining. I tried like 2 different types of readings and nothing was working. And I felt weird. I just felt off. I felt really off. I felt out of place. Nothing felt right. And so I looked at I have like a whole different like spreads for readings. And I pulled out the mask they wear, and everything felt right. I thought, no, I'm supposed to do it. So I don't know if this is going to be as energetically depleting as the other series was. If it is, I may only pump 1 of these out a day and take a day off. I might not get 2 out a day. I'm just going to see what happens. So I definitely am supposed to do this because it's the only thing that feels right for me right now. And Spirit's in charge. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. And it's going to be kind of like it was the series I just closed off. I'm going to start with 1 tarot deck. I have my energy oracle deck, and I have my karma cards. So Leo, the mask they wear. And you know too, you could look at, like, if you know the sun sign or any major placement of anyone, you could go and check those out too. But generally speaking, I want to say, because you've come here, this reading is for you. So it's about someone in your life. It's general. It may or may not resonate. If it does resonate, there is an extended. The link to that is at the top of the description in this video. I'll talk about what the extended is at the end of this video. All right. The mask they wear, Leo. The mask they wear. And this isn't to be like, oh, these people are shittier. No, it's to look at the deeper side of people and understand them. I think in a more empathetic and even like holistic way. Who they really are. The 8 of Pentacles, they are their work. So whoever this is for you, this person really is their work. They put their life, they put their passion, they put their soul into what it is that they work on. There you go. This person finds fulfillment in their work. This person may actually work on their own quite a bit. If they don't work on their own, like let's say they work in a group, or they work in an office, or where, they work in a factory, wherever. I do feel like a lot of what they create, they do that on their own. This person really is their work. Everything that comes out of them is their work. This person, and it doesn't necessarily have to be where they make their monetary gains in life. It could be like maybe this person even has some hobby that they do after hours, but that's really who they are. Whatever this person is building, that's who they are. That's who they are. Why they hide their true selves? The 8 of Wands. They're either working on their communication, or they're, you know, it's funny you have these 2 8s. You have these 2 8s. And I like that. Actually, that's really curious, because 8, most of the time, is the number given to the Strength card in the Major Arcana in Tarot for Leo. So why they hide their true selves? I think they're working on their communication, to be honest. They're working on getting something going here. And maybe they've become very like overly obsessed with something that they're physically working on. Or overly focused. The mask that they hide behind. Actually, this is kind of in a different order than the other one. So we know why they're hiding their true selves. I feel like they're trying to become a better communicator. They're trying to get their communication together. They're trying to get something going here that feels a little bit like they have the right pieces to the puzzle, but they're not in the right order. The mask that they hide behind, the Queen of Swords. So this person puts up a pretty strong front. This person also puts up a front that they really know everything that's going on. I think they also put a mask up, like they might just cut you right away. But it's more like a mask. So it's not that this person would actually do that. So if you feel like you're sitting on the edge with this person, like, I don't know, I think this person, like, I don't know. It's a mask. That part's a mask. How this affects your relationship. The Three of Pentacles. I need to look at the artwork here because there's a message coming in with that. How this affects your relationship. You know what? I feel like somehow you feel like you're standing off in the background. This person is so focused. I really feel like yes, it is them. That's why I felt like it was. Look at the witch here is in green with a black hat. The one who's super focused, her back is to everyone except what she's working on, is in green with a black hat. And it feels like to me that you're almost like standing in the background observing something or waiting for an opportunity with this person, or to even talk to them about what it is that they're spending so much time working on. This person could be doing a lot of self-focus as well. That's curious. Each one of these people in this card has a black cat. There's different colored cats in this. The white cat. No, she's the black cat. She or he. That's funny. So maybe you are dealing with a feminine energy, but the black cat, you have a black cat. This other person has a black cat. So I feel like some sort of connection to soul family here. A soul family connection. But I feel like how it affects your relationship. Yeah, you're kind of like in on some level with maybe whatever this person is creating, but you're more off in the background. You don't even have a paintbrush. This person is sitting there with his hands in his pocket. I kind of feel like you feel unnoticed or unseen. Advice for you. The Ace of Wands. Well, that's curious. There's a little black and white cat there, which is interesting because the mask they hide behind. Like, oh, you know, it almost feels like this relationship could be over at any minute, or this person could just block me or cut me out, or this person could just come out and say something really harsh and to the point. This almost feels like being inspired on some level by perhaps this person's energy, because they're doing something creative. They're in creative process right now. And maybe why it seems like the mask that they're hiding behind, that they're kind of clinical, I think it's because they're saving all their energy for something that they're working on. So it's almost like an inspiration for you to take on some of this, like set some strong boundaries here. Maybe set some strong boundaries with this person. Maybe the strong boundaries are opening up a better communication channel. Maybe the strong boundaries are giving yourself the focus and the time that you need to work on something inspirational here. Outcome if you follow the advice. The Page of Cups. You're meant to have some sort of creative time right now. Yeah, you pick up the paintbrush. Look at it. It's like you're standing here watching someone else paint. And what do we have here? We have a paintbrush, a palette. We have all sorts of stuff floating in the air like an idea. If there's someone in your life that you're having difficulty connecting with right now, because they seem like they're really involved in their work, or they're really involved in something that they're very passionate about, and it feels like, or it appears kind of edgy, like I better not disturb this person, I better not. I don't feel like that you're on the edge of being cut out because being shown as a mask, but I do feel like you're meant to be inspired right now. And you're meant to pick up the paintbrush and do something beautiful. Paint something, find some creativity. Be curious. Change the colors. Oh, change the dynamic, right? Because your advice, and I'm seeing this black and white cat. So it's having a part of you. It's almost like creating something based on a part of you and based on a mask that this person is showing you. Something to do with a boundary. Create your own boundary so that you can have your cycle of creativity. But look at, now this is an orange and white cat. So these cats are really cool in these images. They kind of symbolize a bit of like connection you have with other people on the cards in the reading, as well as how you can transform energy. So this is very creative. This is kind of like, oh, it's almost igniting you. See, this reading's not so bad. I know when I did the poll, I put a poll on my community channel, and I am doing it because I had 66% of people said they wanted to see it, and it was a small percent that said no. Because then there was another one, just do whatever. So I tried to just do whatever. Like I said, it didn't work. But like, I really don't think too, like the guides that I connect with and the guides that I read off of, like my guides will connect to your guides to communicate to me. Nobody's going to say, you know what, you need to run to this person. I don't do those kind of readings. Well, you might create something beautiful with this person down the road. But you're almost both meant to be creating something singularly right now. You have the lovers at the bottom. And look at the black and white cat and the orange and white cat are together. I love that. Okay, let's keep going. Yeah, this feels right. I know this reading is going. I got about 6 or 7 minutes into each one. The other ones, I'm like, all right, let's keep digging into this, who they really are. The Eight of Pentacles. The Alchemist, too. I'm seeing just because she's pouring things into this big pot and stirring it up. Alchemists, transforming things. Yeah, we're going to need some more room here. This spread looks really different from... the thinking woman. Wow, this person spends an awful lot of time thinking. But this feels, because we have woman too, so it feels like the energy of this person is very like pulled in. This person is really, really, really pulled in. Their thought process, I don't know how much they're sharing it. Again, if this person like works in some sort of a group somewhere, because not a lot of people work singularly like some people do. Like me, like I'm kind of working singularly, but yet I'm still delving into all of your energies. So even if this person works in a space where there's a lot of people, again, I feel like they're coming up with ideas that other people aren't coming up with. And I don't necessarily think they're sharing them. So they could be on like, right, why they're hiding their true selves, because they're trying to get to the point to share it. Now, this person is deep in thought. They are a thinker too. They are a thinker, and then once they've thought about something, they want to create it. They want to do something with it. I do want to say too, you're dealing with like this whole kind of bottom here, how this affects your relationship, advice for you, outcome, etc. It's very artsy. You could be dealing with someone who is very creative and very artistic. Now, a lot of creative minds tend to need to kind of go off on their own, right? Like you think about writers, painters, poets. They always get into a mood and then they're gone. And then they're gone for a bit. It kind of feels like I'm reading the energy right now too. So it doesn't mean that this is what this person always is, but it seems like it's a pretty prominent part of this person. So they get into a mood, they get into a zone, and they need to be creative. They need to think about shit and then make something out of that. So why they hide their true selves? Oh my gosh, look at, you have the Eight of Wands with the 5th chakra. It is almost like they're trying to find a new way to communicate. I don't even know if they're consciously aware that that's what they're doing. They're thinking and creating, but right? Like, then how do you share that? They're trying to strengthen their voice. They're trying to find rhythm in what they think and how that comes out. I feel like they're perhaps not confident about speaking right now. Because this is why they're like really just focused on something that they find confidence in as well. The mask they hide behind. The Murphy. Wow. The Storm Warning and the Queen of Swords. The mask they hide behind is pretty tough. This person has a pretty tough looking mask. It does feel like, oh my God, you know, if you disturb this person in creative process right now, all hell could break loose. I might even ask for you. I don't know if you should disturb this person. Like if there's, yeah. Oh, that's really funny. Oh shit, there's a tornado in both of these cards. Jeez. Why they hide their true selves and the mask they hide behind. Oh, look at this. Look at this person is making it like, I got it all figured out. I got it all figured out. There's no sticks flying around in this tornado, right? This Queen of Swords, she's cut it all out. She's very precise, very articulate, very accurate. No, man, come on. They got all sorts of twigs flying around in this tornado. They literally, like, everything is cool, everything is fun. I love them. I do. We've all been there. So, yeah, okay. How this affects your relationships. The Three of Pentacles. Ooh, it is inspiring. It's meant to inspire you. Right? Standing back and watching something be created. This person could be downright eccentric. Maybe a lot, maybe a little. There's definitely a sense of eccentricity about this person. I'm getting the feeling like this could be someone that you barely even know. Like this could be someone who lives down the road from you and you hardly ever see them. And then when you do, like they look like their clothes are covered in paint or they've got ink all over their hands. What do they do? But yet they seem standoffish. The Queen of Swords and Storm Warning, this person seems standoffish. Like if I said it just the wrong way, that would be at the end of the conversation. I'd never see them again. But I don't know because they seem to be struggling, or at least they're elevating their communication capacity. Is why they're hiding their true selves right now. All right, and it does open you up. This opens you up spiritually. I think you're seeing something in someone that is it's not something you've observed before. Is how that feels. Advice for you. Ace of Wands. You know what? I don't know. Like maybe there is. Like maybe you're waiting for this person to come out of their mood. Because patience, right? But like don't you sit and do nothing. You find your inspiration. You create some really great stuff here. Alchemize. Do some of your own alchemizing. Inspire. Create something beautiful around you. Find your muse. Be your own muse. But patience. So there is some patience involved. So I don't know if you're waiting for some, maybe you're waiting for someone like, I'm making this sound really creative and eccentric just because of the bottom cards, but you know, it literally could be someone who goes on work assignments in different towns for a certain period of time, and you've had difficulty connecting with them, and you're like, what? I don't know, everything was okay. Of course, I never want to get into that whole runner chaser, you know, they blocked me and then they didn't block me. You know, if you're dealing with someone who blocks you and then doesn't block you and then blocks you and doesn't block you, I'll just fuck them. Just screw that. Just go your own way. But anyway, Spirit's kind of telling you to do that with the Ace of Wands. Like, do your own thing here. Don't worry about them. Since you were reading on them, right? What a hypocrite you are, Cindy. It's just curiosity. It's all it is. It's entertainment. It's not like you're do or die your life. You have to make your own choices here. But Spirit is saying to be patient about something. Maybe there is something that you have to wait for, you have to be patient about. It's a good time for you to be creative. Outcome if you follow the advice. Oh yeah, look at you. It's almost like it's going to strengthen your own capacity to be very creative and express your creativity here. Create something of yours. I love that. Oh, this is an interesting energy, actually. It's reminding me of a boy in kindergarten when I was doing the lunch monitoring, and he was kind of domineering on all his friends, and eventually his friends didn't want to play with him anymore. And I was always trying to talk to him about that and say, you know, it just makes them feel uncomfortable when they feel like you're pushing yourself on them all the time. You know, and if the game isn't going the way you want it to go, the game can't go. So people don't feel comfortable with that. And at one point, like, he was really frustrated and he was kind of on his own a lot. And so I kind of went from feeling like, you know, you really got to get your act together, this 5-year-old kid, to, you know, sympathizing with him and thinking, how can I help him? So I tried to encourage him to come up with games on his own, right? Like, do some things on your own and draw them in. That's what's kind of coming in here a bit, is because this strengthens your position somehow with your own unique style of just, I'm going to have fun and be creative and make something beautiful. It didn't happen for the first couple of recesses, but eventually they started to come towards him. Or if it wasn't the same kids, it was some other ones that were curious about, oh, I want to play that too, right? That's exactly what I kind of see here is, and again, you focus on yourself and you do something that you enjoy, that you find happiness and beauty in, and it brings like to you. It brings a second chakra. Oh, this person is going, whoa, what's going on? How is this so much in the underline? It's like the whole goddamn deck. How? That never happens. How is that possible? No, the whole deck, it can't be. I mean, if you see me shuffle, I'm a mess. That's why I don't read reversals. This is the most major synchronicity I think I've ever. I'm waiting. Finally, we have a reversal. One, it's contract. Oh, and then we get, there we go. One more. Rest and rejuvenation. Broken heart. I can't believe. Okay, I'm going to say 4. The first 4. Second chakra, vulnerable. This person is kind of vulnerable right now. They might be looking into the more vulnerable places. Creative space can be vulnerable though. So, cornucopia, they are creating abundance. Definitely. Man holding a coin. This person's creating serious abundance. What did I say? 4. Well, let's do 5. Well, let's do 6 because these all go together. You have caring connection, man holding a heart, and the 4th chakra at the bottom. So that's a lot. This person is vulnerable right now. I think they're vulnerable on a few different levels. Perhaps monetarily and emotionally. All right, one more. Karma cards. Intimate. This person is delving into their own intimate spaces right now. I never understand too, like I'm doing this reading. I mean, I don't know what your relationship is with this person. And yeah, we all have to know that everybody has their own path. I always find it curious when you do readings like this and you get in the comments and people say, oh, that person is such an asshole. The person is, like, just let it go and just move forward. Oh, I'm not really picking up asshole in this, so you might want to go to a different reading as they come out if you're looking for what the asshole is. But why would you look for that? Who they really are. In Scorpio, oh deep. The extraordinary power of prayer, the highest and lowest aspects of control the situation. Wow. That's curious that you have the second chakra under there, because I do feel like this person is exploring their more vulnerable aspects, but they're doing it privately. It feels like they're kind of doing it privately. The extraordinary power of prayer. This person is really connecting to something beyond themselves. They might be going through a period of highs and lows. Kind of understanding when they can control something and when they can't. Deep issues at Scorpio. Yeah. I think this person is inspired too. Inspired by the universe, inspired by spirit, inspired perhaps by their own pain, their own highs and lows. This is very creative. This really has a feeling of someone who is an artist. I remember when, well, I'm an artist, but when I was younger, you know, before you live through a lot of shit, I used to do art and I used to think, isn't it so romantic? All these people that have suffered so much heartbreak. That's like the young naive, right? Oh, no. Okay, why they hide their true selves. In Gemini, communication. This person is working on their communication like nobody's business. Information to explain. Communications about, resulting from the fluctuations of. Oh, this person is going through fluctuations. Highs and lows. They're trying to understand. They're working through a spiritual way of understanding the highs and lows in life, in their life. And they're definitely almost trying to figure out who they are so that they can express that. This is why they hide their true selves. Communicate. I'm getting communication so heavily, and you have the 5th chakra. Immediate environment, short trips, early education, self-expressive. Yeah, this person is working on this self-expression. I kind of feel like you might be dealing with someone who's doing some shadow work, and in that shadow work, they're creating something. Like they're creating artwork, poems, a book, I don't know. The mask they hide behind. In the 3rd house, which is Gemini, the Queen of Swords. Wow, this person is really curious. By making the right connections, the idea in question, get your ideas going. I think this person has ideas. I think they have ideas, but they're struggling with moving those ideas, communicating those ideas. By making the right connections. Do you know what I want to say? It's really funny too that this is coming out like this. I don't know if you're dealing with a Gemini or someone who might have a lot of Gemini in them, or they have a lot of planets in their 3rd house. But on some level here, this person is not hiding behind a completely false mask. I think they're almost hiding behind a shadow aspect of themselves. Because they have, like, they're working on communication. They've got the Gemini card, and why they hide their true selves. They have the thinking woman, which is air energy to me for who they really are. And they have the Queen of Swords and Gemini in the mask that they hide behind. They may hide behind their words. And maybe they're trying to figure out how not to do that. That's what that is. I feel like they hide behind their words and they're trying to figure out how not to do that. Perhaps how to be more genuine in their conversation. How this affects your relationship. Uranus. I said it right. I always come and say Uranus. 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 An unusual example of a different way of looking at an unexpected change. Yeah. Oh, hello, come back. Definitely. There's something eccentric about this person. And because of that, this isn't like a straight and narrow road. This kind of has the energy of, oh, I hope not. He was really messed up. Oh, what's that author? I don't remember his name. There's definitely creative energy here, but you know, because you're getting like door to spirit as well. These deeper, like extraordinary power of prayer. I kind of feel like you're dealing with someone who is literally like in and out between the physical and the spiritual realm. So grounding that and realizing who they themselves are is possibly what is a bit of what's going on with this person. This person is really spiritually connected. And I feel like they're working on how to do that, be of and in this world, and maintain their own sense of sovereignty as a sovereign being. An unexpected change. Like maybe you just all of a sudden this person is not there. Like this person could be in and out. I don't know what I told you. Someone keeps blocking you. I don't know. But I mean, I don't feel like this is someone who's blocking, who does blocks or disappears because, you know, they're sleeping around or they're dating a whole neighborhood. This is someone who goes into some sort of deep reflection and does some sort of has a creative outlet for that. Advice for you. In Aquarius. This is almost like taking that, right? Uranus. That energy, like inspiring you with it. Genius to experiment with. The discoveries of. Resulting from the eccentricity of. I told you this person was eccentric. I get kind of bossy when I do this. I know, I do. Sometimes I watch myself. I'm like, I don't know why anybody watches me. It's so annoying. The Ace of Wands. Yeah, you know what? Find your own eccentricity here. If you're meant to have anything, gain anything out of this relationship, it is for you to discover your own eccentricities. Because there's genius in that. Absolutely. I mean, that's what genius is. Genius isn't everybody doing the same thing over and over again. That's mono something. I don't know what you would call that. Like mono. It's a singular. It's like monoculture. Outcome, if you follow this advice. In the second house. Patiently. So you'll become, be patient. And your outcome is what you want. Get what you need. Now that's funny. I said what you want. Your outcome will be what you want. And you will get exactly what you need. And you will become very patient. This is a curious reading. Yeah, this is kind of fun. I like this. Okay, the bottom you have in Virgo. Mercury energy again. Methods for the healing power of, the analyzing of, resulting from the perfectionism of. This person might be a perfectionist in terms of healing. But I think they do it in a weird way. That's so interesting. So that's what I got. I mean, that's what that is. That's what's going to be. That wasn't so hard. That wasn't so draining, to be honest. But it wasn't when I started the other series either. So, Leo, I'm going to go do the extended. Let me just look at these questions. Do I want to? Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, why not? Okay, so what I've got there, what I've got for the extended, I'm going to have 3 primary questions. What would they tell you? You know, if this person could just tell you anything without any consequences or any judgment or anything, what would they tell you? Why don't they? Why don't they tell you? That's the next question. And then I'm going to ask their deepest thoughts about you and this situation. So that's what I'm going to do. It's different. It's a little bit different for my channel, but I think it's kind of fun to delve into the humanity of ourselves and of others. So thank you so much, pussycats. Until next time, do be gentle with yourselves. Bye.